It starts slowly. A house goes up for sale, then another, and another. Prices begin to fall. The same thing happened before, back in 2008. But this time, things are different. They don't want you to see the full picture. The truth about the housing market and why what's coming next might be the biggest shift in decades. Some say we're safe. Others say we're on the edge of disaster. So who's right? And what does this mean for you? To understand where we're going, we need to understand what's happening right now. Mortgage rates are at a 20-year high. Home sales are slowing down. Buyers are backing out. But is this really the beginning of a crash, or just a long overdue correction? Back then, banks handed out bad loans like candy. Millions of homeowners were trapped in mortgages they couldn't afford. Today, lending rules are stricter and homeowners have more equity than ever. But here's where things get tricky. Higher rates mean fewer buyers. Fewer buyers mean lower prices. And lower prices, well, they might just signal the start of something bigger. So what's next? If history tells us anything, it's that real estate moves in cycles. And right now, we're entering a major shift. The good news, if you're a buyer, better deals could be on the horizon. If you're a seller, you'll need to adapt, because buyers now have the upper hand. But there's another layer to this story. What about investors? The big players, the ones who own entire neighborhoods, massive rental properties, and commercial real estate. They're not sitting idle. They're watching, waiting. Some are even buying, while others panic. While everyday homeowners worry about losing value, large firms and institutional investors see an opportunity. In previous downturns, they bought up properties at a discount, turning once affordable homes into high-priced rentals. Could the same thing be happening again? This isn't just about numbers on a chart, it's about real people. Families priced out of the market, homeowners worried about their property values, renters bracing for another surge in costs. And all of it hinges on one question: where does this market go next? There are warning signs. Home construction is slowing down. Inventory is rising in certain cities. In some areas, houses are sitting on the market for months without a single offer. But in others, prices are still climbing. So what's really happening? Some experts argue that this is a regional crisis. While places like California and Florida see price corrections, others, like Texas and the Midwest, might hold steady or even grow. It all comes down to supply and demand. And let's not forget the wild card: government intervention. In past crashes, the government stepped in with bailouts, stimulus programs, and interest rate cuts. Will they do it again? Or will homeowners be left to weather the storm alone? Smart investors aren't panicking, they're preparing. Because when markets shift, fortunes are made. The question is, are you ready? What do you think? Are we heading for another housing crash, or is this just a market reset? Let's talk in the comments. And if you want the real truth about real estate, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we're just getting started.